in the face of the ongoing pandemic situation. Hence, I humbly request all the attendees here today to kindly cooperate and follow all the instructions strictly so as to avoid any future mishappenings. Parents of the graduates can sit together, maintaining one vacant space between pairs of parents, and are requested to wear your face masks throughout the event. Our volunteers will guide you in the process. Kindly cooperate with them. Father Mullah Charitable Institutions, established in the year 1880 by Reverend Father Augustus Muller, which once began under a humble banyan tree as a homeopathic dispensary in Mangalore, has now become an institution of acclaim and one among the few institutions to be accredited by national bodies. Today, Father Mullah Charitable Institution runs 13 institutions related to health and health education under it with over 2,500 employees. Father Mullah Medical College, one among them, has been providing quality medical education since 1999, growing each year from strength to strength and morphing, figuring in the list of most sought after medical colleges in the state and country, both for UGs and postgraduates. Father Mullah Medical College Hospital provides today super specialty treatment with 1,250 beds with state-of-the-art facilities by experienced and expert staff adapted following global healthcare practices. Father Mullah Medical College provides world-class learning facilities in a competitive and collaborative atmosphere, grooming thereby generations of students and turning them to be competent medical professionals. The message of healing and providing comfort through excellence in medicine, present in the vision and mission statements, is incorporated in the medical education and training imparted here, so that young doctors churned out from here excel in delivering compassionate care wherever they go. The procession of graduates has been a tradition from long past, and even today we have the procession of 111 graduates today. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you to kindly rise as the procession of dignitaries and graduates enter the hall. It will be led by institutional flag bearer Dr. Nagesh K.R., Professor and Head of the Department of Forensic Medicine, Father Mullah Medical College, and student flag bearer Mr. Ashraf Kurunji, General Secretary, Student Council, Father Mullah Medical College. Kindly be there as the procession enters the hall. I request all the graduates to take their respective seats earmarked for them once they enter the hall. Today our institution has crossed 14 decades of service to humanity with the motto to heal and comfort. With pride and honor, we are therefore here to celebrate the graduation ceremony of our medical college today. We will be felicitating the 111 graduates. We rejoice with them along with their proud parents and once again request you all to join us in this joyous celebratory event. I request all the graduates to take their respective seats earmarked for them. Today's solemn occasion will be presided over by Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldana, the Bishop of Mangalore Diocese and President of Father Mullah Charitable Institutions. We have as our Chief Guest today Dr. P. Subramanya Yedapalittaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University. We welcome you, sirs. I request the Director, Administrator, Executives of our institution to kindly accompany the dignitaries during the procession. We have now all the dignitaries entering the stage. We shall now witness a symbolic welcome in the traditional Indian style, the Purna Kumbha Swagata and the Aarti, performed by our younger MBBS students. We have the professors from various departments of Foddermulla Medical College entering the hall and taking their earmarked seats. We have our dignitaries for today. The President of the ceremony, Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldana, the Bishop of Mangalore Diocese and President of Foddermulla Charitable Institutions. We have as our chief guest today Dr. P. Subramanya Yadapaditaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University. We welcome you, sirs. Now for the Kumbha Swagata and the Aarti. I now request the Dean of Foddermulla Medical College, Dr. Jayaprakash Alva, to escort our dignitaries to the dais. We have amidst us Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldana, the Bishop of Mangalore Diocese and President of Foddermulla Charitable Institutions. We also have our chief guest Dr. P. Subramanya Yadapaditaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University. We welcome you, sirs. We also have Reverend Father Richard Coelho, Director of Foddermulla Charitable Institutions, Reverend Father Ajit Menezes, Administrator, Foddermulla Medical College and College of Allied Health Sciences, Reverend Father Rudolph Ravi Disa, Administrator of Foddermulla Medical College Hospital, Reverend Father Sylvester Vincent Lobo, Administrator, Foddermulla Hospital Tumbe, Dr. Jayaprakash Alva, Dean, Foddermulla Medical College, Dr. Uday Kumar, Medical Superintendent, Foddermulla Medical College Hospital, and Dr. Ramesh Bhatt M, Vice Dean, Foddermulla Medical College. As we now invoke the blessings of the Almighty, I request the august gathering to remain standing for the invocation song by our MBBS students. Thank you, students. Thank you all. Kindly be seated. Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. So says Shakespeare. So it's time to welcome our guests and dignitaries with great cheer. May I now request Reverend Father Richard Coelho, Director of Father Muller Charitable Institution, to welcome the august gathering.
Honored President, Chief Guest, dignitaries on and off the stage, members of the governing board, priests, sisters, faculty, staff, and most especially graduates, their parents and friends. Welcome. What an honor it is for me to be with you today to celebrate the graduation of our medical college students. I can tell you that this is one of the best parts of my job, to participate in this joyful, momentous occasion, and I deem it a most pleasant task to express words of welcome to one and all. At the outset, let me express my deep gratitude to our Bishop, the President of this prestigious institutions, Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldanha, who has honored us with his esteemed presence. In spite of his busy schedule in the diocesan administrative and pastoral work, he keeps time for our institutional activities and events and readily agrees to honor us with his presence. Dear Bishop, we continue to look forward to your leadership, guidance, and blessings, and with much delight and appreciation, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony. May I request Reverend Father Rudolph Ravidesa, Administrator of the Medical College Hospital, to offer a bouquet of flowers. It is a privilege for me to introduce our well-known chief guest, a prominent and well-read personality, Dr. Palale Subramania Yadapaditaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University. Dr. Palale Subramania Yadapaditaya, native of Kokkada, Dakshina Kannada district, is currently the 9th Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University. He graduated from the first batch of Postgraduate Department of Commerce, securing first rank and a gold medal, M.Com, in 1982 from Mangalore University. He also completed his doctorate in consumer behavior from the same university in the year 1992. He did his postdoctoral research from Nottingham Business School, Nottingham, Trent University, England, during 2001-2002 under the Commonwealth Fellowship Scheme. He is currently member of the Committee, State Universities, for drafting Uniform Calendar of Academic Events appointed by Karnataka State Higher Educational Council, Government of Karnataka. He is also the member of the committee to revamp evaluation system in higher education in the state, appointed by Karnataka State Higher Education in the state, appointed by Karnataka State Higher Education Council, Government of Karnataka. He is also on the Board of Management of Karnataka State Open University, KSOU. He worked as an assistant professor, trainer, and consultant at the National Institute of Training for Industrial Engineering, Mumbai, during the year 1995 to 95. He has published more than 50 research papers in national and international journals of repute. He has successfully supervised 23 PhD scholars in the area of Human Resource Management, HRM, Human Resource Development, HRD, and Marketing during his 4 decades of postgraduate teaching and research experience. He is also the proud recipient of eLearn International Award 2003 from Scotland, UK, and Devang Mehta National Award for the Best Teacher in HRM in the year 2009. Dr. R. Sudarshan Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award for National Achievers, Administration and Education in the year 2020. He has served as the Finance Officer, Registrar Evaluation, and Registrar of Mangalore University, gathering administrative experience of nearly 10 years. Dr. Subramanya Yadapaditaya, these amazing achievements speak for itself, and I am sure our graduates aim to emulate you. On behalf of our institutions, I extend a warm and cordial welcome to you, sir, and thank you for accepting our invitation as chief guest. May I request the audience to give him a big round of applause, and I request our Dean, Dr. J.P. Alva, to offer him a bouquet of flowers as a token of our gratitude and respect. It is a matter of great joy to welcome my associates, all the fathers in the management, administrators, Father Rudolph, Father Ajit, Father Roshan, Father Sylvester, Assistant Administrator, Father Nelson, and our chaplains, who shoulder this mighty and prestigious and impressive institution along with me. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the hard work put in by them for the growth and progress of these institutions. Welcome to you, dear fathers. Our governing board members have honored us with their presence here today. They always encourage and motivate us in the progress and development of these institutions and are the brains and wheels of these institutions. Recognizing all of them, I extend a hearty welcome to you, dear governing board members. We have the members of the management committee, advisory committee members, the heads of the educational units, all our teaching faculty, and supportive staff of these institutions. It is my joy to extend a hearty welcome to all of you. And here are the parents of our graduates. Dear parents, we are proud of you. You are our ambassadors because you have spread the fame of Padamullas across the globe. Thanks for gracing this occasion. A warm welcome to all of you. Dear all our healthcare workers, the year of pandemic made us all panic, frustrated, sad, and sick. But in spite of all that, I must appreciate the tireless service of our doctors, nurses, and supportive staff, including our graduates, as interns for being courageous in taking the risk to save lives by creating awareness, counseling the patients and their bystanders, and making available the needed treatment. I am sure God will inspire you and grant you wisdom and courage to face the challenges in healthcare delivery. And you, dear graduates, this day is about you and what you have achieved through hard work, determination, and moments of creative inspiration. Graduation is a time to imagine your future and the world to come. When you think of the road ahead, you may gain perspective by looking back to where you have been. And I hope that when you do look back on your time at Padamullas, you will do so with affection, and that when you look ahead, you will see Padamullas as a part of your future. You are always welcome here and we look forward to hearing about your personal and professional achievements as you build on the foundation provided by your degree at Padamula Charitable Institutions. We also hope to continue to engage with you as alumni as you travel forward to new adventures. May your professional journey be safe, smooth, and fruitful. As you begin a new stage in your life and experience, you can be confident that you can and will make a difference, because like the Padamula's graduates who have gone before you, you possess the knowledge and skills that are conferred on you by an excellent education. With the education and skills that you have gained here, you can definitely make our world a better place to live in. With the ethos and ethics that you have imbibed here, I believe that each and every one of you has the capacity and skill to succeed, not only in your professional life, but also in your personal life. And one more thing, graduation should never mean goodbye. Congratulations and my best wishes to all of you, dear graduates. And finally, dear all our students of all educational units, you are our own, though all of you may not be present here. We love you always. You keep our campus vibrant and colorful. This we understand when you go for vacation. All the best for your studies. Hearty welcome to you, all of you. And once again, I extend a cordial welcome to all of you who are gathered here. May God bless us and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. I love hearing reports, said no audience ever. Yet we need to present the report of Fadamulla Medical College with a clear conscience, as we owe the information to the parents of our dear students. So I request Dr. Jaiprakash Adva, our beloved Dean, to present the annual report of Fadamulla Medical College. I request all the students to maintain silence during the reading of the report.
His Lordship Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldana, the Bishop of Mangalore, and the President of Fadamulla's Charitable Institution, and the President of today's activity. Chief guest of the day, Dr. Subramanya Edapaditaya, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University. Dignitaries on the and off the days, parents, graduates, invitees, students, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to present the annual report of the Fadamulla's Medical College for the year 2020. The college has 1,148 students studying in the MBBS, the postgraduate, and the super specialty courses. The results of the year 2020, MBBS all phases 81%, the postgraduate degree and diploma 95%, and the super specialty 100%. New appointments. Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, Professor of Dermatology and the former HOD, is appointed as the Vice Dean of Fadamulla's Medical College on the 1st of October 2020. Important events in the campus. The annual graduation ceremony of the Fadamulla's Medical College was held on the 24th of January 2020. Adrenaline 2020, the annual Intercollegiate Cultural Fest, was held in February 2020. It had 8 workshops, 40 plus events, and participation of more than several thousand students in the fest. The postgraduate course inauguration for the year 2021 was held on the 17th of August 2020, while the orientation of the interns on the hospital policies was organized on the 1st December 2020. Staff in the news. Dr. Lulu Sharif, the head of the Healthcare Simulation Education, has been selected for the 2-year master's course in Healthcare Simulation and Patient Safety at the National University of Ireland, one of the top universities in global ranking. And she is also the first and the only Indian with Advanced Certified Healthcare Simulation Education certification. accredited by the International Society of Simulation in Healthcare. Dr. John Joseph Martis, the Professor of Surgery, Dr. Nagesh K.R., the Professor and Head of Department of Forensic Medicine, Dr. Venkatesh B.M., the Professor of General Medicine, and Professor Arunachalam, the Head of Department of General Medicine, have been appointed as external members of the Board of Studies in various universities. Dr. Aruna Ediyal, the Professor of Psychiatry, Dr. Sudhir Prabhu, Professor of Community Medicine, Dr. Archana Bhatt, Assistant Professor in Pathology, Dr. Nagesh K.R., the Professor and Head of Department of Forensic Medicine, and Dr. Shiv Shankar A.R., the Professor of Biochemistry, have been appointed to the editorial board of the various journals in the year 2020. Dr. Sumant, the Associate Professor of Pathology, has completed the advanced course in medical education, while Dr. Karen Prajwal, Assistant Professor in Forensic Medicine, stood second in the e-poster presentation at the Forensic Medicon Conference held at Hyderabad. Dr. Smita Bhatt, the Professor of General Medicine, was selected as the member of the state-level expert committee constituted for COVID-19 by the Government of Karnataka. Dr. Venkatesh and Dr. Archana Bhatt, Professor and Associate Professor in General Medicine, were appointed as the President and the Secretary of the Association of Physicians of India, Dakshina Kannada chapter for the year 2020-21. A chapter authored by Dr. Jostel Pinto, Assistant Professor of Cardiology, was published in the textbook titled Advances in Innovations in Heart Failure. The research paper of Dr. Mahesh, Assistant Professor in Radiodiagnosis, and Dr. Lulu, Professor of Anesthesia, was selected for the e-poster presentation at the Mohammed bin Rashid University of Medicine and Health Sciences, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Dr. Padmaja Uday Kumar, the Professor of and Head of Department of Pharmacology, has authored a textbook of medical pharmacology. Students in news, the following undergraduates and postgraduates have brought honor to the institution. The research paper of Mr. Sudan R., the final year MBBS student, titled Complications of Mannitol Therapy in Patients with Acute Stroke, was accepted for the e-paper presentation at the 6th European Academy of Neurology in Paris, France. Dr. Tia Teresa Thomas, the postgraduate resident of ENT, was appointed as the student editor of the Indian Medical Association Doctors for Doctors Quarterly magazine. Ms. Sucheta Bhatt, Ms. Karen Lobo, Ms. Monica Karanth, the MBBS students, were selected by the university for the short-term UG Research Grant 2021. During the year 2020, the undergraduate and postgraduate students of our college took part and won prizes in various intercollegiate events. 6 students in quiz competition, 8 students in debate competition, 3 students in poster presentation, and 7 students in paper presentation. 8 students' research proposals were selected by the ICMR for the STS Grants 2020. During the year 2020, 4 postgraduate degree and diploma students, 3 MBBS students have secured ranks in the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences examinations. Academic programs, over 50 workshops, conferences, seminars, continuing medical educations, guest lectures were conducted in our college, reminding all of you, despite the pandemic year, the activities continue to be there. The institution has 125 scientific articles that has been published by our staff in various medical journals during the year. Research, one of the most important things that has been repeated. The unit has 3 divisions. The clinical research division is headed by Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, our Vice Dean. The microbiology and the infectious disease division is headed by Professor Beena Anthony. And the biochemistry and the molecular diagnostic division is headed by Professor Shiv Shankar. In 2020, 2 MOUs were signed during the year for research and academic collaborations. Total of 71 research projects, including 34 institutional grants, 14 external grants, 13 clinical trials, 10 student grants worth 1.28 crores is on during the year 2020. Ms. Swati Kulkarni of the MBBS 2017 batch and Mr. Sudan R of the MBBS 2016 batch, in collaboration with the NIT K. Surathkal, are the innovators of the medical device OxyHeal, a localized hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Father Muller's Simulation Center and Skill Center completed 5 years in November last, and it continued to add new laurels to its credit. It is now recognized as the very first Jiva Raksha Regional Training Center under the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences for conducting ECLS and ENLS courses in this state. The Medical Education Unit during the year conducted 3 activities: the e-learning workshop, the Curriculum Implementation Support Program workshop, and the workshop on essential teaching skills for the staff of our college. Bioethics, the student wing of the Bioethics Unit of the Father Muller's Charitable Institution, in association with the Debate Club of the Father Muller's Medical College, organized an online debate during the pandemic period competition through the Google Meet in May 2020 on commercial surrogacy in developing countries is exploitative on the title. The Alumni Association has grown phenomenally in the year 2020, and in collaboration with the Medical Education Unit conducted a career guidance meet for the interns and the final year MBBS students in February 2020. The NSS unit had observed the Mask Day and the International Yoga Day in June 2020, and the volunteers took part in the Fit India Run conducted by the Fit India movement. The Women Empowerment Cell organized on the occasion of the Women's Day an activity on women's rights and sexual harassment by Dr. Lata Holla, a practicing advocate, and also a talk on money management by Ms. Sapna Shanai. Sports and games, there were not too many activities with the pandemic on, but still the institution hosted the Rajiv Gandhi state level shuttle badminton in March 2020 in our wonderful indoor stadium. In conclusion, while thanking the Almighty for the wonderful day, I must place on record the unstinted support and the contribution the COVID-19 pandemic adversity brought in by our staff, residents, interns, non-teaching staff, and the management. In fact, I must confess, they were the true warriors. I also take this opportunity to thank the management of the Father Muller's Charitable Institution for their continued unstinted support to me all along. I must also express my deep sense of gratitude to the heads of departments, the teaching and the non-teaching staff, my office staff, and the students in particular for their wonderful cooperation. I am extremely grateful to all the parents for their continued confidence in accepting this institution for their wards, and my wonderful students who have been a source of support and inspiration to me. Before I conclude, I would like to congratulate and wish all the graduates a wonderful career and a life ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Graduation is only a concept. In real life, you graduate every day. Graduation is a process that goes on until the last day of your life. If you grasp that, you will make a difference. Having said that, this graduation day will mark the beginning of your new and successful life. We have reached the nucleus of today's ceremony, the graduation process, where we will honor the graduates of our Father Muller Medical College and bestow the prestigious MBBS degree upon them, which they richly deserve, hoping and wishing all the way that they continue to play their part as committed healthcare professionals, even after leaving their alma mater for now. Before beginning the ceremony, a humble request to all the eager audience here. Please refrain from leaving your seats and approaching the dais, as it may cause undue inconvenience to the smooth proceedings of this solemn occasion. Be assured that an official photographer has been appointed to capture the magical smiles and the profiles of each of your precious ones upon the stage here. Thank you. Live streaming of the entire event will be broadcast and will be available for viewing on Facebook Live webpage of the institution and in Divine Word TV. Dr. Jayaprakash Alva, Dean, Father Muller Medical College, will present the names of the graduates of the MBBS. He will also be administering the oath of a physician to the graduates later. I request our chief guest, Dr. P. Subramanya Yadapadithaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University, to present the certificates to our graduates.
dignitaries on and off the dais, dear parents, ladies and gentlemen, and the graduates. It indeed gives me a great honor and privilege to present the graduates of the year 2020 MBBS course. As I call the names, I request all of you to come and accept the certificate from the Vice Chancellor. Dr. Aishwarya Raj. Dr. Akhil George Zakaria. Dr. Alana Davis. Dr. Angela Abraham. Dr. Anil D'Souza. Dr. Anjali Nivedita. Dr. Anne Cherian. Dr. Anu Kurian. Dr. Anurag K. Dr. Ashok Thomas Daniel. Dr. Ashwati A. Dr. Avisha D'Souza. Dr. Ayush Shetty. Dr. Babi Biju. Dr. Bhavana T. Dr. Bichu Kurian Joy. Dr. Shreyas CS. Dr. Chawli Jessica. Dr. Chetan B. Dr. Christina Hansa B. Raj. Dr. Christy Maria Paul. Dr. Dania Roslyn Thomas. Dr. Diana D'Souza. Dr. Divya Priya. Dr. Donna M. Joy. Dr. Edna Maria Rodriguez. Dr. Emmy Maria Flor Elor. Dr. Evangelina Sarah David. Dr. Farhanaz. Dr. Floris Ann Francis. Dr. Frana D'Souza. Dr. Ganesh Pandari. Dr. Glenita Rima Pinto. Dr. Harish K. Dr. Indu Dinesh. Dr. Indu Parkavi. Dr. Irene Mariam Matthews. Dr. Ishaq Ahmed. Dr. Jeffy Mary Matthew. Dr. Jemima Jane Joseph. Dr. Joel Devasya. Dr. John Baby. Dr. Jonathan John Abraham. Dr. Kaushal V. Bhatt. Dr. Kevin Santosh Joseph. Dr. Khatija Sana. Dr. Lynette Pearl Matthias. Dr. Lini Daniel Sampson. Dr. Levin J. Tessie. Dr. Mahalakshmi PC. Dr. Maria MJ. Dr. Megha. Dr. Melissa Mascarenhas. Dr. Melvin Joseph Manuel. Dr. Miriam Pearl Sarao. Dr. Mervyn Thomas Joy. Dr. Michael L.J. Paez. Dr. Minu Maria. Dr. Muhammad Adnan. Dr. Nilima Rajiv. Dr. Neenu Sara Matthew. Dr. Nibraz ul Haq Omar. Dr. Nicole Marika Siqueira. Dr. Nikita Krasta. Dr. Noel Joji. Dr. P. Rohit. Dr. Paul Vivek. Help him out. Dr. Prajna A.P. Dr. Praveen Kumar R. Dr. Preeti Tully. Dr. R. Pooja. Dr. Rachel Charles. Dr. Ramona Jasmine Robert D'Souza. Dr. Raina Roy. Dr. Rebecca Rajam Reggie. Dr. Ria Sharon Shushar. Dr. Ria Mary Tellis. Dr. Ria Zahir. Dr. Rohita H. Dr. Romita Martin Pereira. Dr. Roshan Mariam Manu. Dr. Roselyn M.A. Dr. Sandeep Rao Koradkal. Dr. Sanjana Matthew. Dr. Sanjeeva Kumar Baule. Dr. Sannidhi Nayak. Dr. Savera Pinto. Dr. Sheshin Marian Louise. Dr. Sharon Sankeshwar. Dr. Sharon Varghese. Dr. Sheen Thomas. Dr. Shireen P. Soni. Dr. Shobita Maria D'Souza. Dr. Srinidhi Shetty. Dr. Sri Shari N. Shetty. Dr. Sneha Monichan. Dr. Soma Pradeep Reddy. Dr. Soumya Aji. Dr. Subramanya D. Dr. Sujay Kumar. Dr. Shushmita Ravi Kumar. Dr. Tanya Brena D'Souza. Dr. Taresh S. Nayak, Dr. Tintu Marine Anton, Dr. Teresa Maria Scaria, and Dr. Varsha Wilson. Dr. Vijeta A.S., Dr. Vinal Ezita Mascarenhas, Dr. Vinay V. Sherlekar, and Dr. Vivek Das. Congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your patience and blessings. I now request all the graduates to please rise for the oath. I request Dr. Jaiprakash Alva, Dean, Furthermiller Medical College, to administer the oath.
Now I request all the graduates to repeat the oath of the physician after me. I solemnly pledge myself to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. Even under threat, I will not use my medical knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life from the time of conception. I will not permit considerations of religion, nationality, race, party politics, or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. The health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the secrets which are confided in me. I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude which is their due. I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and noble tradition of the medical profession. I will treat my colleagues with all respect and dignity. I shall abide by the Code of Medical Ethics as enunciated by the Council of India. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Kindly lower your arms. Kindly turn the tassel from left to right. Congratulations to all the graduates, please.
Thank you, sir. We have now before us 111 beaming bright MBBS graduates who will have the pretty prefix of doctors in front of their names forever from now. What a proud moment indeed. Let us give a hearty round of applause to all the graduates and their proud parents as well. Yes, may this august ceremony be the beginning of many more happy and fruitful endeavors in your life. Hearty congratulations to all the freshly minted doctor graduates of today. Alma Mater literally means kind and nourishing mother. So now, remembering the roots and grounds which made this day possible for our graduates, let us mark this occasion by rising to our institutional anthem now. I request all the audience to kindly rise for the institutional anthem.
Love and serve
Thank you all. Kindly be seated. I now invite our chief guest, Dr. P. Subramanya Yedapadittaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University, to deliver the graduation address.
The President of this graduate ceremony 2021, Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldanha, Bishop of Mangalore Diocese, dignitaries on the dais, young graduates, members of the teaching and non-teaching faculty, special invitees, friends from media, and ladies and gentlemen. I feel truly honored to be a part of this wonderful, momentous graduation ceremony 2021 of Father Muller Medical College. At the very outset, my hearty congratulations and best wishes to all the graduates. Medical profession is certainly the noblest profession of all. Because the doctors to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. Dear graduates, you are highly blessed here. Father Muller charitable institutions are known for keeping the order at the highest level, for providing the service to the mankind with selfless, honest pursuits. To become an achiever in this world, to me it appears that there are three things are very, very critical and crucial. The first one is capacity to perform. Now you are endowed with reasonable capacity to perform your operations, your duties. The second critical element is willingness to perform, which will always refer to the value system. So your attitudes and values must respect your profession at a higher price. So willingness to perform is the second, the most acceptable ingredient. The third one is, of course, the opportunities to perform. When all the three things are operating in a multiplicative mode, you will produce a synergy called 1 + 1 = 3. Therefore, you are going to create meaningful and positive synergy in the hearts and minds of the people, and you make difference in the lives of millions of people in this world. That is the beauty and the power of medical profession. You're all witnessing the several moments of truth because you have reached a particular level wherein you take a lot of pride and you breathe a sense of purpose and direction. Right moment. But, my dear young doctors, you must always listen to your inner voice, what I am and what I am up to, what I am capable of becoming. So you must be able to unlock and unleash your potential within as a doctor by profession. You have to respect not only the letter of the law, but also the spirit behind it. Therefore, you must always respect your profession, perform your duty with utmost faith and ingenuity, and you have to respect what you call the ethical side. It means every now and then, 24/7, 365 days, you must carefully watch your inner ethical compass for directions. I know, at the very outset now, let me salute all the COVID warriors, nurses and doctors and the paramedics who stood firmly in times of difficulties and crisis. you could rise to the occasion and make things happen. You are really a matter of pride for all of us. Therefore, the medical profession is always very close to our heart. That being the case, now the point is, you are getting a job or you are pursuing your own career. To me, there are three important things to respect your job. Normally, I ask a job holder, what is the main purpose of getting a job? Then he or she will tell me, only to earn our livelihood, sir. In fact, it is the third element. The first two elements are, number one is responsibility. You are holding the responsibility with the highest accountability to the mankind. Remember, you are next to God. You are a demigod, because medical profession is always a godly profession. Your responsibility is to unleash and unlock your potential within. You have to perform better than ever before. You should compete within yourself. You must take an oath at the end of the day that I could not do this because of that, but I will resolve to perform in a better manner tomorrow, because tomorrow will never die. You will learn from the past, understand the current, then only you will be in a position to project the future. Therefore, response plus ability is equal to responsibility. We cannot give responsibility to anyone. You must willingly assume responsibility and get yourself committed to the medical profession in both letter and spirit. The second reason of holding any job in this world is give back, because you are the most privileged people sitting in this beautiful auditorium. Close your eyes, look into yourself, engage in a soul-searching process. You are highly blessed. Remember the Almighty. Remember your parents who supported you. Remember the institution, the alma mater, which facilitated the entire process. Today you are what you are because of several moments of truth, several helping hands, and you are highly blessed. Therefore, you cannot forget the fact that you got many blessings from the living and also from the dead and also from the people of goodwill. You cannot become ungrateful. So we always expect ingratitude, because Jesus Christ treated 10 lepers, not even one thanked him. But Jesus Christ expected ingratitude from people, because in Hindu scriptures also we say, Karmanyavadikaraste ma vilesh kadachana. Do your duty, leave the rest to God. But we owe something to this universe. Before we disappear from this universe, we have to give something back to society. That's why you are holding a job, a respectable job. So give back. The third one is, of course, earning your livelihood. Therefore, without wasting your precious time, remember you are highly blessed. Don't forget your alma mater, the Father Muller Medical College, because this college shaped and reshaped your destiny. You are what you are today because of the help from everybody, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for the time and opportunity. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you, sir, for your very inspiring message. On behalf of our illustrious class of graduates, Dr. Floris and Francis will now be voicing out her sentiments and feelings about the institution and the journey involved therewith. I invite Dr. Florence onto stage.
Respected dignitaries, His Excellence, Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldana, Bishop of Mangalore Diocese and President of Father Muller Charitable Institutions, Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. P. Subramanya Yadapaditaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University, Director, Father Muller Charitable Institutions, dignitaries on the dais, accomplished faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I, Floris Ann, from the MBBS batch of 2015, I'm honored to respond on behalf of all my fellow graduates present here on this day. I also find myself humbled to speak in front of such a distinguished audience, and also unquestionably the largest gathering of people I have been a part of in the past 10 months. At this outset, I would like to thank God Almighty for this in-person gathering and for showering His choicest blessings on us during our journey through Father Muller Medical College. Though the past 5.5 years have gone by at an astounding pace, I believe that our years here have prepared us to achieve great things. This belief has been instilled in us due to the monumental efforts of the President of the institution, members of the governing board and the management, and our faculty who have taught us to strive for perfection. We hope to emulate your achievements. To the interdisciplinary team members, wardens, library staff, nursing staff, custodians, housekeeping staff, we will always remain grateful for your relentless efforts to make our journey fruitful. And most importantly, to our patients, who, even in their most desperate hour, have been our greatest learning experience and our true teachers. Thank you. I strongly believe that what enables us to take this next step in our individual journeys has in a large part been the experience and the proficiency we have assimilated from this institution. The challenging nature of our times does not allow all those who have helped us in our journey to be in attendance today. To all of you who are with us in spirit, and to every one of you whose company I have the pleasure of sharing today, thank you for your mentorship, counsel, and support. You have consistently created an educational space in which we felt welcome and valued. You have helped us flourish both in character and in vocation. With deepest gratitude, I acknowledge the support we received from our parents and our families. Thank you for your unwavering strength, inspiration, and for this education, which we know is the greatest inheritance you could dedicate to us. Father Mullers presented us all with the opportunity to meet and grow alongside a collection of driven and inspiring classmates. To my fellow graduates, I know it's too early to start reminiscing, but if not now, when? Wasn't it just yesterday that 100 of us, wide-eyed and curious, walked through the gates of Father Muller Medical College, only knowing that something tremendous awaited us? From exploring in great detail the wonders of the human body, and along with it, every nook and cranny of the little city of Mangalore in first year, to our first patient encounters, and choosing baby robins over grandfather robins as exams approached in second year. And our third year, though it seemed the shortest, is the year we reveled non-scholastically in sports and during the culturals that we hosted. And then final year, which was nothing but 3 hours of clinics, 2 hours of sleep, and 1 gallon of coffee from Fresh and Honest. Some of us became permanent inhabitants of the reading room, and some others the mess hall. And after fumbling at our vivas, we found solace either in our furry friends or in a scoop of ice cream from Pub Buzz. And then came internship, and with it, a pandemic. Though social distancing was the norm, yet we found a way to unite our forces for a fellow intern if one was in need of micropore before rounds. To borrow Andy Bernard's line from The Office, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you have actually left them. Graduates of Father Muller Medical College and future alumni of this institution, we leave here today as enlightened individuals, entrusted with the privilege of serving society with our knowledge and our skills. For this, once again, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to everyone who helped us across the finish line. And to our parents, we hope we made you proud. Batch 2015, let us believe we can accomplish anything. Let us choose to heal and comfort. May we be blessed in our journey. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Flores. God bless you for those earnest words. Alexander Pope once said, "Charms strike the sight, but merit wins the soul." So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to honor the merit of our students for their excellent performance in various activities, academic and otherwise. I invite Dr. Ramesh Bhatt M., Vice Dean of Fadamulla Medical College, to read out the names of the awardees of this year. I request the President of this event, His Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldanha, the Bishop of Mangalore Diocese and President of Fadamulla Charitable Institutions, to kindly bestow the prizes to the awardees.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, faculty members, fresh graduates, parents and others. Good morning to all of you. It is my privilege to present before you the names of our students who have brought glory to the institutions by their outstanding academic performance. Second MBBS examinations held in December 2019. Most Reverend Dr. Ignatius Pinto Prize for overall highest marks. Professor Uday Kumar K. Prize for highest marks in forensic medicine goes to Miss Samskriti KS. Most Reverend Dr. Aloysius Paul D'Souza Prize for highest marks in pathology goes to Miss Sucheta S. Bhatt. Monsignor A.F. D'Souza Prize for highest marks in microbiology and Dr. Ramakrishna Pollachi Prize for the highest marks in pharmacology to Mr. Abhishek Sharma. Dr. Ramakrishna Pollachi Prize for highest marks in pharmacology to Miss Fatima Shifa. Final MBBS Part 1st examination held in December 2019. Most Reverend Dr. Bernard Morris Prize for overall highest marks. Late Salvador Desa Kalyanpur Prize sponsored by Mr. Wilson Desa for highest marks in ophthalmology, and Professor Y.M. Hegde Prize for highest marks in otorhinolaryngology goes to Miss Sindhu Yam. Reverend Father Peter S. Norona Prize for highest marks in community medicine goes to Miss Shraddha S. Bhatt. Final MBBS Part 2 examinations held in the year December 2019. Reverend Dr. Lawrence C. D'Souza Prize for overall highest marks. Late Srimati and Sri M. Ramanna Alva Prize sponsored by Professor Dr. J.P. Alva in memory of his parents for highest marks in medicine. Professor Bharati V. Baliga Prize for highest marks in obstetric and gynecology. This goes to Dr. Sandeep Rao Koradkal. Professor B. Sanjeevarai Prize for highest marks in pediatrics goes to Dr. Rohita H. Professor S. Raghunath Shetty Prize for highest marks in surgery, including orthopedics, goes to Dr. Frana D'Souza. So hereby I congratulate all the prize winners and also the fresh graduates. Hereby I conclude my presentation with a quote, "Dream big, work hard and stay focused." Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Ramesh sir. Congrats to all the winners. May you be inspired to achieve more and more such accolades. The way to win a gold medal is to shine like one, someone said. So let us now know who did shine the brightest this year, and for this I request Dr. Jaiprakash Alva, Dean of Fadamulla Medical College, to announce the winner of President's Gold Medal 2020. I invite the President of this event, His Excellency Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldanha, the Bishop of Mangalore Diocese and President of Fadamulla Charitable Institutions, to kindly do the honors.
Dignitaries on and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen, indeed it gives me a great pleasure to announce the Fadamulla's Charitable President's Gold Medal for the best outgoing MBBS graduate for the year 2020 to Dr. Sandeep Rao Koradkar. I am also very happy to announce that he is the gold medalist for highest marks in the second year MBBS, highest mark in the subject of pathology, and he's also secured the second rank overall in MBBS course, the 6th rank in first MBBS, the first rank in second MBBS, and the 10th rank in the third MBBS. Congratulations, Sandeep. Congratulations, Dr. Sandeep, and all the best in your life.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Dr. Jaiprakash Alva, sir. Congrats to the shining young beacon and to the proud parents. We have with us today a great personality who very kindly obliged to being our chief guest for today's occasion, Dr. P. Subramanya Yadapadithaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University. We are indeed honored to have you here, sir, and request you to accept felicitations on behalf of Fadamulla Charitable Institutions, the management, staff and students together. I beseech our President, His Excellency Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldanha, the Bishop of Mangalore Diocese and President, Fadamulla Charitable Institutions, to felicitate our chief guest. Thank you, Your Lordship. Thank you, sir. I now request Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldanha, the Bishop of Mangalore Diocese and President of Fadamulla Charitable Institution, to deliver the presidential address.
Respected Chief Guests of the Day, Dr. P. Subramanya Yadapadithaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mangalore University, Reverend Father Richard Coelho, the Director of the Fadamulla Charitable Institutions, Medical College, the administrators, the governing board members, the deans, professors, doctors, nurses, the faculty, paramedics, auxiliary staff members, the new doctors and their parents, and all the well-wishers, guests, invitees. I consider it my great privilege to say a few words of appreciation for the performance you have shown throughout these years in this great institution. I am more than happy to be here to participate in this graduation ceremony, to felicitate the students, the new doctors, on the occasion of their completion of the medical training and securing a degree, and now they are launching into the practical world or higher education. I heartily congratulate you, dear doctors, for all the performance and the efforts you have put in. And I also congratulate the parents for hand-holding, for supporting, for guiding, and for being with our students right through, in all times, high and low, and thus accompanying them in their life's journey. Being a year of pandemic, the healthcare workers were always in the news as frontline warriors, as people who risked their lives. Great stories of sacrifice were heard in the past few months. Today is a unique day for India when the vaccine is rolled out for the healthcare workers, and gradually it will be administered to those who desire to receive the benefits of medical research. The services of the doctors, nurses, paramedics, and all the hospital staff is highly appreciated by the general public and the government too. When we did not know how to go about to face this great tragedy, the hope givers, the strength givers were the doctors who risked their lives, and the nurses, of course, who served day in and day out. With all the inconvenience of the PPE kits and the difficulties to wear them 8 to 10 hours sometimes, and to forego all the comforts just to save lives. They are called rightly the warriors, COVID warriors, an apt title for those who struggled on a day-to-day basis with the pandemic. These warriors have risked their life and have catered to the healthcare needs of our victims. I remember the initial days when they were locked down, like curfew, like atmosphere here in the city. A few times I've come to the campus when it was all people-less, empty, and no noise. Hardly people could be seen, but the doctors were there, the nurses were there, and you stood by the last and the least. I thank each and every one of you for doing what you have done, and I'm sure you will continue to render this kind of service courageously even in the future. I would request all of us to rise and pay our respects to all those who have served in this institute during these hard times. Please. Thank you. Please sit down. We have some wonderful examples of heroic courage of many doctors and nurses in the history of India. For example, in the past few months, one lady doctor, it was told, full-term pregnant, yet she was a frontline warrior, risking her own life and that of her baby, catered to the needs of the patients. And we know some doctors and nurses sacrificed their life. In Italy, quite a few doctors and nurses died, also in many parts of Europe. But we had less incidences of this sort, maybe because of our immunity system or the different situation that we are in. But then the risk was the same, and our doctors have taken courage. Another name was often heard in the TV news, both electronic as well as print media, of Dr. Zahid Abdul Majid, a senior resident doctor at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, who put his life at risk to save a COVID-19 patient on the way to the hospital's trauma center in an ambulance on May 7th. This doctor, who works at the critical care division of the hospital, had to remove the PPE kit, both the goggles and the face shield, to re-intubate the patient. While patient continued to be on a ventilator, the doctor was under quarantine after the exposure. Indeed, the real heroes of this great struggle against the deadly enemies are our own doctors, the nurses, who have spent sleepless nights, and some of them had to get separated from the families and live in different places just to protect and take care of their own family members from contagion. We were least prepared here in Mangalore or in India to face the pandemic in general. However, we learnt one great truth, that we need one another more than anything else. That human nearness mattered the most, the warmth and the hope-giving presence was more valuable than anything else. Even in our institute here, we adjusted to the maximum, whether for the fever clinic, whether for the diagnosis, whether for all the other infrastructure. On a quick basis, we worked out how to cater to the needs of our people, falling in line with the standard operating procedure. Today, therefore, I bow my head in gratitude for what the hospital has done and the medical college. And I congratulate each and every one of you, especially the graduates today. And I thank you for choosing Father Mullers. I'm sure Father Mullers will be in your heart, and that name can never be erased from your whole being. I remember an anecdote of the Duke of Wellington, who vanquished Napoleon at Waterloo. Once after the battle, this Duke of Wellington had visited his alma mater, the school, and started kissing the walls of the school. When someone asked, "Why are you doing this, that you are kissing the walls of the school?" And he answered, "Waterloo was won here." It is this alma mater has implanted in me those great values of patriotism and to stand for truth and justice. And that's, I think, is the real motive for which we are grateful. This kind of gratitude, as we heard previously, the speakers who uttered that word again and again, gratitude towards parents, gratitude towards alma mater. Alma mater means the venerable mother, alma mater, the venerable mother. And this mother is your mother. Never forget your mother. Be grateful to her. And wherever you go, speak well of your mother. You would never speak ill of her. And promote the name of this mother so that you will grow together with the mother. Because every woman becomes a mother only when the child is born, and so also you become really yourself when your mother also grows with you. Today, therefore, I thank the whole faculty, hospital administration, the professors, the members of the governing board and the managing committees, all the staff, student body, parents, everyone who has been in touch with this great institute. Everyone has contributed in some way or the other for the growth during this past few years and certainly past few months. I wish you all the best for your future studies, and I'm sure either studies or practice, whatever you do, have one thing in your mind, and that is love for the other, especially the suffering one. Let your names not be etched on the marble, but on the heart of a poor man, a suffering man, that for generations that name will echo from mouth to mouth, heart to heart. If you can remember one Dr. Venkat Rao here, or if you can remember one Dr. Augustus Muller, or if you can remember one Dr. Modi, and we do it with great love and respect, your names also be remembered for generations to come, provided you give the best. Dear new doctors, the world looks at you with admiration for the task that you have undertaken to save life. Save life always, even risking your own. If perhaps you have to choose death for yourself and life for others, well, do that. I remember one mother who was a doctor, a pediatrician, who was pregnant and was discovered with a cancer. Gianna Maria Beretta Molla, an Italian, some 39 years old. You might have heard of this name. And the doctors diagnosed cancer, said the uterus has to be removed, together with the child naturally. And being a pediatrician herself, she knew what was going on. She calls her husband, Peter Molla, and says, "Look, if there is a choice to be made between my life and that of the child, choose the life of the child. Be sure, I want to repeat again, if you were to choose between my life and that of the child, choose the life of the child." And Peter Molla had no other word to say. And the child was naturally certainly saved, and after a few months, Gianna died. And the Catholic Church has declared as the saint. Saint because she chose death for herself, life for the other, and now her child goes around narrating to the world how her mother saved her. And she becomes a wonderful testimony wherever she goes, different parts of the world, about the great sacrifice of a doctor, pediatrician, a mother. And that is what we are called to do, to live forever, to live for eternity, here and hereafter. May God bless you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. So when we have here a hall full of parents, let us be vocal about our gratitude too. I call upon Reverend Father Ajit Menezes, Administrator of Father Muller Medical College and convener of this occasion, to propose the vote of thanks.
Your Excellency, Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldanha, dignitaries on the days and off the days, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, warm greetings of this noon to all of you. As a convener of this graduation committee, I feel honored and delighted to voice forth my sentiments of gratitude to each and everyone gathered here. First of all, I thank God Almighty for His perennial blessing upon this esteemed, mighty institution, especially for giving us this day of great jubilation. Father Muller Medical College has completed 21 years, and in these 21 years, certainly we have soared high with unparalleled achievements and success stories. Yes, Father Muller Medical College has become a brand in itself, a legacy to be carried forward. May God be praised. At the outset, I wish to thank Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldanha, the Bishop of Mangalore Diocese, the President of Father Muller Charitable Institutions, and the President of today's solemn program. Under his able leadership and vision-filled direction, undoubtedly, Father Muller is exploring newer horizons and rising to a greater heights. Ever since he assumed the responsibility as the President of Father Muller Charitable Institution, he has been the pillar of strength and motivating force to everyone here at Father Muller's. We have also witnessed his affection for the poor during the pandemic, where he himself involved in distributing food for the poor. Dear Bishop, thanks a million for who you are to us, for what you do for us, especially for being with us this morning and lifting our spirits high through your meaningful messages. Truly, you are a blessing and bring blessings. Thank you, dear Bishop. I am pleased to acknowledge and appreciate the benevolent presence of our chief guest, Dr. P. Subramanya Yadapadithaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University. On an occasion like this, we look for someone who is an icon of hard work, commitment, and has passion for excellence. His knowledge coupled with experience is unbeatable. Sir, we thank you sincerely for accepting our invitation and for being present here with us this morning. Your motivating message to all the medical professionals has stirred them to rise higher and think nobler. We are grateful to you, sir. It's my joy and delight to thank our dear director, Reverend Father Richard Elvisius Coelho, who steers this healthcare institution through his self-sacrificing leadership. He brings newness, generates energy, and makes things happen with all earnestness. His tireless efforts in taking this institution in the right direction at the right time are deeply appreciated. Thank you, dear Father. On this solemn occasion, I also thank and appreciate the presence of Reverend Fathers, Sisters, members of the Governing Board and Centenary Society, benefactors, the government officials, and our alumni for being a part of this great celebration. Your presence has brought us much encouragement and support. On this happy occasion, it is but proper that I place on record our indebtedness to the Dean, Vice Dean, Principals, Vice Principals, Chief of Research, Medical Superintendents, Chief Nursing Officer, HODs, Course Coordinators, the teaching faculty, and the non-teaching staff of the Medical College. You have been resourceful and magnanimous in your service. With you, the institution in the campus have grown more academically and professionally. Sincere thanks to all of you. I take this opportunity to thank all the parents and guardians of our graduates who have witnessed today with a sense of satisfaction and pride their sons and daughters graduating. Parents, you have played an important role in the formation and education of your children. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, an event like this can't happen overnight. The wheels had to begin to roll weeks ago. It required meticulous planning. In this task, we were backed by a team of highly motivated and dedicated colleagues of our institution who quietly fulfilled their responsibility without expecting any reward or applause. Thank you for your kind support. I wish to extend my sincere thanks to the administrator, Reverend Father Rudolph Ravidesa, Father Nelson Pies for heading different committees and for their valuable inputs in making this event a great success with lasting memories. I also thank our spiritual directors, Father Felix Montero and Father George D'Souza, for all their dedicated services round the clock to everyone in the campus. Thank you. Thanks to Father Roshan Krasta, administrator of Father Mullah Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital, and Father J.B. Krasta, spiritual animator of Homeopathy Campus, and Reverend Father Sylvester Vincent Lobo, administrator of Father Mullah Hospital, Tumbe, for being with us in everything we do in this campus. I'm sure today's program, marked with quality, is a living example of teamwork, commitment, and dedication and unity of priesthood. Thank you, dear fathers. I remain grateful to our media friends, print and electronic, police personnel, and all those who assisted us in the technical, physical, and security arrangements, sound and lights, video and photography, stage setting, backdrop, etc. Your assistance has brought glow and radiance. Thank you very much. Permit me to mention our appreciation to all our students, volunteers, their coordinators, the MC, staff and student coordinators, secretaries, and the office staff of Father Mullah Medical College for assisting us on the stage and off the stage. I also wish to express my gratitude to the heads and members of various committees who assisted in organizing today's program responsibly and professionally. Thank you very much. Finally, my heartiest congratulations and warmest felicitation to all the bright and smart graduates. Dear graduates, you are the stars of the day. We are proud of you. Today, we send you with a delightful heart as our ambassadors of love and compassion toward the sick and the suffering. We send you forth to heal and comfort. We pray that the holistic formation given at Father Muller's may help you to realize your big dreams. Above all, to become humane, committed, and sincere medical professionals. Best wishes and blessings to all of you for a bright future. Pardon me if I have forgotten to mention anyone's name. Before I conclude, once again, I thank each and everyone present here. Your gracious presence, participation, and encouragement have spoken volumes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Father. We have now reached the end of this program, which we hope will be the beginning of many more happy endings. So I kindly request all of you to rise for the national anthem.
शुभाशिष मागे गाये तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all. As a gesture of respect and gratitude, I request all of you to rise as the dignitaries leave the hall.